that will continue to pay you residual income for a very long time?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So let's go over that. Now I want you guys to know, our big check, almost all of it's off product sales. It's all based off of people ordering this awesome products every single solitary month. So we've got a couple of things we got to talk about. First of all, your personal volume. What qualifies you get a check? I don't really talk about $100, but I love how easy it is. $100 in PV, or just one of our stacks, and you're qualified to make 30% on all new sales. This is where the confusing part starts. This is all new personal sales. It doesn't matter whether that person is a distributor or a customer. You're going to make 30% of the personal volume of that pack, cash volume of that pack, right? You guys all get that, right? So when you sign up a customer and they buy, and I don't know why you would ever do this now, but a $40 bottle for a Tandem, how much are you going to make? You're going to make $12 because you have a $100 auto ship. $100 subscription, sorry. Why you would do that, I don't know, because we have the 100 in my opinion now, and we have the 200. We don't even have the 150. We have the 100 and the 200. I'm going to tell you, me as a leader, I'm going to be pushing 200. I'm not even talking to people about 100, and I'll tell you why in a minute. If you go to $200, which is the ultimate stack, is that good for them, by the way?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that good for their body? Yeah. Does everybody that you talk to need to be on that stack anyway? So
yes.
You feel good, right? Some people say, I have to believe. Do you feel good? Do you believe that those products will be good in those people?
Absolutely.
So it's a $200, boom, they're done. Now they don't have to worry about their customers who might have canceled. You don't have to have that discussion about, I know 200's a lot, do 40 and get you some other customers to compensate, and then you can get the big check. That's weakness. You sell the $200 kit from the very beginning. This is how you do business. You're asking me how I did what I do. You're going to have a $200 kit. I always had a $200 subscription. You get 40%. Do the math. How much easier is that? When they sign up, you get 0 on the start kit. If you're thinking about making retirement money, I wouldn't recommend 0. 0 is not the best way to do that. Because 40% of 0, still 0. The silver kit's $250, the gold is $5, and the platinum is $1,000. Guess which one I suggest? Take a wild guess. The $1,000 kit. I want them to have some skin in the game. I want them to have some product to give out. It's more duplicatable. I know people will say, that's a lot of money. Let's try starting a business with $1,000 today in America. Let's see how that goes. This is what I call kind of our bridge money. This is not our, how much do you want to make for the long term? This is, let's get you to that point. And I think it's a really, really good part of our comp plan. We're also going to have these roll-ups. So you can read them here. I don't take notes. You don't have to, this is all on the website. You don't need to do that. But you're going to get roll-ups too. I love this because it used to be that in the old days when I got started, where you would go and do a meeting and you would drive 3.5 hours, you would do a meeting and a bunch of people would join, and then you would drive all the way home and you didn't make any money. And then the next month those people ordered their subscriptions and you still didn't make any money until the next month if you're out helping your teams. Okay? Now you go out and join, and if you're a Pro 3, Pro 5, Pro 7, Pro 10, Executive, Presidential, there's going to be a little portion that's going to roll up to you. I don't care so much about the Pro 10 part of this. I'm not saying take it out. I'm just saying I'm not so excited about it. What I'm excited about is the Pro 5s, even the Pro 3, who can go out and support their team and get rewarded financially for doing what they should be doing anyway. And this shows you what the ranks are if they join on these. You notice I didn't really talk about the gold and silver packs. I just didn't. This is the honey right here. This is why we do this. And by the way, I want you to know, I think this is the best comp plan in the industry. I don't think there's even any doubt that this is the best comp plan in the industry. I know what percentage we pay out. If you pay attention, you do too. It's the best comp plan in the industry. So we want to try to bridge people to this.
Thank you.
We want to bridge them to this, to the unilevel. And the unilevel, for me, well, first of all, it's based completely on the sale of products, on the amount of product that you and your team move through your organization every single solitary month. You notice there's no enrollment bonuses in this part of the comp plan, and this part of the comp plan makes up the overwhelming majority of all of our checks. So as we increase in range, we get paid in depth. Now it's dynamically compressed. They were going to give me a whiteboard so I can show you what that means. Dynamic compression is awesome, by the way. I want you to know, I understand dynamic compression, and what I did I needed another pair of pants like Brandon. When Todd and Marcel finally showed me what dynamic compression was, I almost crapped myself. Because I finally got it. I heard it 10 times, I finally got it. Dynamic compression is awesome, but the higher ranking you are, the more levels that you can get paid. I'm gonna be honest with you, you told me you wanted to go fast, not slow. That's why we're gonna do a $1,000 kit, and we're gonna do a $200 subscription. You want big, not small, so we're gonna look on this side of the chart right here, because this is the big side, right? And I'm gonna tell you something I believe honestly with all my heart. The only person who doesn't believe that you can play over here, in this room, is you. You're the only person who doesn't believe you can play over there. I promise you, everybody up here on these couches and the people you see on stage, they all know you can play over there. The only person who doesn't think you can do it right now is you. But I don't know how you can believe that when you see what's across the stage. And we're just regular people, but you can play over here. And you want to build this sort of a business. And what I want to focus on is the leg requirements. Now, I'm not going to tell you to stack or not to stack. I don't want to step on your leader's toes for the first time ever on stage. I just want to show you that you have to have 3 legs to be a Pro 10, 4 to be an executive, and 5 to be a presidential. Okay? So the reason we were able to build a business, and by the way, if you were my branding distributor, we'd spend more than 2 minutes on the unit level. But the reason we were able to build a business that never fell out of qualification is because of the layers of leadership that we were able to develop in our group. Because of 2 things. We were able to develop layers of leadership because of 2 things. One is that we established and maintained relationships with the people in our business until they were able to walk, until they were able to run, until we got to the point where they didn't need us around anymore. Now, we still have relationships with these folks, but you've seen some of them on stage, and the Pro 9s of my business, they don't need my help. They know how to do this. In fact, when you make Pro 9, not only do you make money, but you lose your upline. Okay? But the key is this. We didn't stop till then. So, for me, this is simple. For some, it's not so obvious. But here's the key. If you want to play big, and you want it to last forever, and you want to be on this side and never fall out of rank, you cannot stop running until you're done. You can't stop running until you're done. We didn't stop running until we were done. Okay? And I want to say we're not done running now. Darren. It's a different kind of running. It's still working. But we didn't stop running in that leg until that leg was done. We didn't abandon them too early. We didn't take a month off. We didn't take a week off. Our vacations were Elite Academy. That's what they were. And we had an awesome time at Elite Academy. After that, we get the bonus. This is my favorite bonus, the matching bonus. The matching bonus. This is my favorite bonus. Because we get to match so many people in our downline if we do this right. Distributors in our downline, if we do this right. You get to earn 10% on everybody that you personally enroll. For me, that means enrolling a lot of people. Because you match them at 10%. And I'll tell you one of the things that all these guys have in common. We enrolled in bunches. We didn't enroll 2 or 3. We didn't stick our toes in the water. We enrolled in bunches. My wife and I enrolled 16 people in our first 14 days. Now, it's okay if you haven't done that. You can start that on Monday. Go enroll in bunches. Okay? And by the way, you got more to enroll with now, more tools than we ever had. I love the match. It also ties us all together. Top to bottom, it ties us all together. Along with this bonus. This is my favorite bonus. It's huge. Do you know how much money I make? Say that from stage in Mexico with Justin Rose in the audience. And others. You guys, this bonus is awesome. Well, I can't tell you what it is now, but when we hit this bonus in December of 2011, it was a $250,000 a year raise on what we were making as Pro 9s. But here's what happened. The entire company became our downline. The whole entire company became our downline. This is what you want. You need to get the people in your teams to that rank where they're starting to hit this bonus. And now you've got a bunch of people who will never quit. You've got a bunch of people who will never take their foot off the gas. And now you can go work in your 4th leg and your 5th leg to get to the top of the company. But you can't do it until then. You have to build layers of leadership in every single leg so that that check doesn't go away. And my wife and I were lucky enough to be able to do that. So what I want you guys to do is I don't want you to shy away from me and network marketers anymore. I'm so proud. In fact, people ask me what I do anymore, and I don't tell them I'm a doctor. I'm almost ashamed of it. Stupid doctor. I paid $300,000 to go through school so I could make 30 grand a month. Okay? I paid $1,200 for this. I make more than 3 times. Do the math. Okay? How smart was that? I should have lived under a bridge until this company was formed. And I'd be golden right now. But I want you guys to know something. Because the loans are so low interest, I'm now still paying off my student loans every month with my network marketing money. See, I'm proud to be a network marketer, so don't shy away from being a network marketer. Don't apologize for the $200 a month subscription. Every person you talk to needs to be on that big kit anyway. It's better for their health, it's better for their business, and shame on you if you shy away from $200. It cost me 15 grand a month to run my chiropractic business. 200 is nothing. So start being proud of your compensation plan. Lead with the compensation plan sometimes. After you tell somebody and get somebody excited about the product, say, oh, if that excites you, wait till you see the compensation plan. And you get to understand this compensation plan, and you get your team to appreciate this compensation plan, appreciate the compensation plan, and your business will skyrocket. Now, I have to tell you one last thing before I go, because I'm over time.
Of course.
And this is it. They didn't ask me to do this. But I was... Justin's really nervous now. I was a little surprised. Somebody asked me the other day, yesterday as a matter of fact, in one of the meetings we did, is what's the secret sauce? What's the secret that you don't want anybody to know to help you get to where you're at? And was talked about from stage, it's not a secret, it's called promoting. Promote to the next event. I want you guys to think about something before you make a huge and, I think, catastrophic mistake if you're not coming to Cancun. If you found an excuse instead of a reason, I couldn't believe there were 100 of those things left. I couldn't believe it. If you walk up here after this, and we can do this right now, but we won't, and you talk to every single person on this right, Carrie, how many events have you missed in your career? She missed 0. Blue, how about you? None. Pearson's? None. Mark? None. Marcel? None. Seth? How many have you missed? Okay? You see where I'm going with this? Brandon? 0. Success leaves clues. Do not miss, oh, you're going to end up in a barrel. Whatever. Don't miss Cancun. You got a better chance of getting kidnapped in Detroit. Don't miss Cancun. Hey, it's the elephant in the room, right? If you miss Cancun, I'm going to tell you something. Not only is it going to stunt the growth of your business and maybe end it altogether, but it will be a full calendar year until you're around all of us again. You have to get your butts to Cancun. If you're a leader, you'll be there. I love you guys. I appreciate you.
Did you register?